Hello everybody. Hey, this lesson's mainly for kindergarten, pre-K, first, maybe second grade. I'm gonna read you a book today. And before I do, I wanna still talk a little bit more about our expectations when you actually start coming live to PE. Now remember, no one wants to get sick. No teacher wants to get sick. No child wants to get sick. No one wants to get sick. We want everybody to be healthy and well. I'm in the business of being healthy and well. I'm pretty old man, but I still like to do my exercises, play basketball, run on the beach, play volleyball, play with my dogs in the yard, all kind of things like that. So if you want to stay active and stay healthy, that's the key. Stay active. Get out and move around, do things. Help your parents in the yard, clean up the yard, rake the yard, cut the grass if you got lawnmowers and all those kind of things. But when you come back here, obviously for a while we'll be wearing masks, and I'm taking mine off now because I'm the only one in here. The washing of the hands, all that good stuff, everything you've been hearing about, we're still going to have to do. We'll keep our distance in the gym. We got a big, wide gym. If I had somebody videotaping for me, I would show you how big it is if you don't remember, if you've never been here. But cleanliness, keeping your distance, masking up is all going to be expected when you get here. That's the way it is right now. We'll get through it. We got a big school. We got a lot of caring teachers here, caring principals, administration. Everybody cares. That's why we're in the business. And we want you to be healthy. We don't want you to get sick. We don't want to get sick. We got families too to go home to. So let's just follow the rules, what the Center for Disease Control, the CDC, tells us to do, and we should be safe because this hopefully is going to pass. As of today, it's in South Carolina, the numbers have been going down and down and down, and they say it's mainly because we're masking up and stuff. So just follow your parents' instructions, follow your teacher's instructions when you get here. We'll all be safe. All right, today I'm going to read you a book. It's called Mimi, Jim, and June. Now, again, I've said this before, gym is an old-fashioned word for physical education, PE. That's what PE stands for, physical education. Some of you don't know how to read and write yet. You will, and the key word is yet. But the P in PE stands for physical, almost like the letter sounds PH in phone, phonics, xylophone, those kind of words that the band Fish, but they're different. They spell it as P-H-I-S-H, but pronounce it fish. PH in this instance sounds like th, th, th. So Mimi, Jim, and June, but we call PE physical education. So I'm gonna change, during the reading of this book, I'm gonna change the name from gym to PE because a gym is a place to me. This is a gym, but I teach children of all types of names. So PE, so I'm changing the book's name, title, but when you come to school, you wanna read this book after I read it to you, it's kinda cute. So you read it, check it out, and see what you think, all right? It's called Mimi, Jim, and June by Dennis Roach. All right. Mimi was small for her age. She needed a stool to reach the sink. Her hands weren't even big enough so she couldn't even open a peanut butter jar. She had to sit on her knees to watch movies when she went to the movie theater. I'm gonna try to show you the pictures if you can see them. Check the book out if you wanna see them up close. Mimi didn't mind being small. She could fit into the best hiding spaces. The lunch ladies in the cafeteria gave her an extra grilled cheese sandwiches, and the very busy principal always remembered her name. For Mimi, the absolute best thing about being small was that she always got to be the first while she was in her second grade line. See her walking to class, the kids walking to class. One Monday morning, Mimi's teacher made an announcement. From now on, everyone, you'll have PE with the third graders. So the second and the third graders were going to take PE together. That'd be a wild class. She said, When it was time, Mimi's class followed Coach Miller down the hall. As usual, Mimi was first in line. The third graders were already lined up and waiting to go into the gymnasium. "Move it, Shorty," growled a third grader. Mimi looked up. June, the biggest third grader in the school, was snarling at her. "You're in my spot," said June. "I'm always first." She sounded like a bully. We don't have bullies in this school. So don't come here being a bully. Be nice and kind. "Oh dear," said June's teacher. "In the third grade, we always line up biggest to the smallest." "It doesn't matter," said Coach Miller, pointing to a spot for June to go stand in. "June can stand over there." As they walked down the hall, Mimi noticed that she was still first in line. June noticed it too, and she was mad. "I'll get you," she said. But PE was over before she had a chance. That's good. Don't be a bully. It's just a line. We're all going to the same place. I tell my students that all the time. The second and third graders wouldn't have PE again till Friday. Mimi knew June was getting madder and madder. On Tuesday, June cut in front of the lunch line in front of Mimi and gulped down the rest of all the grilled cheese sandwiches. Wow, she was being greedy. "I'll eat you too," she said, and snarled at her. She ate all the sandwiches and said she was going to eat Mimi.
Again, it's the last call for you to stop by the front foyer to pick up their sweet treats.
Day in the life of teachers. On Wednesday morning, she stuck her head over the bathroom stall and she made faces at Mimi. "That's not nice." "Just you wait," she threatened. Look at her looking at her while she's using the bathroom. She shouldn't be doing that. Give her privacy. On Thursday, she hogged the monkey bars. She wouldn't let anybody get on there, especially Mimi. "You wait till PE tomorrow. I'll get you then, Mimi." Man, June needs a good friend. That night, Mimi had a stomachache thinking of going to school and of PE and would be with June tomorrow. "She's enormous," she said, sniffing. "Third graders aren't that big," said Mom. "Maybe you can do something and y'all will become friends." On Friday, June stomped on the cupcake Mimi brought her. Wow, that was nice of her. "I don't want to be friends with you. I always want to be first in line." "June's the worst," said Mimi as she cleaned up the cupcake. She gave her a cupcake and June stomped on her cupcake. Man, that's not nice. The second graders made up a song and they quietly sang it all the way to PE class. "Mimi's the firstest, June is the worstest, Mimi's still the firstest, so ha, ha, ha." June heard the song. By the time the second, third graders got to PE, she was ripping mad. Her face was red and her hair stood on end. She was mad. "Mimi's the worstest. The firstest. June is the worstest." Coach Miller sat everyone in a circle around the mat. "It is PE Olympics today," he said. "We'll start with wrestling, then running, and finally we'll do an obstacle course." We do a lot of those things too. We don't do wrestling in here because we don't have mats. "I'll wrestle first," she volunteered, and Mimi's whiskers curled with fear. One by one, June wrestled the second and third graders. She easily beat everyone, and soon it was Mimi's turn to wrestle her. Mimi's knees shook as she walked onto the mat. "Prepare to die," bellowed June, and Mimi's world turned upside down. The first event was over. June had won. "Okay, it's the 50-yard dash time," announced Coach Miller, And Mimi, who was happy just to be alive, ran faster than she had ever run before because she was scared. The second event was over. Mimi had won, yay! She won the 50-yard dash. We do some 50-yard dashes here. We run a circle around the circle out there. Now it was time for the obstacle course. For this last event, you'll need a partner, said Coach Miller. While Mimi was running a victory lap and June was flexing her muscles, the second and third graders paired off. Now everybody had a partner except for Mimi and June. Uh-oh. Mimi and June sat on the bench just sulking. They were mad. I could have won, growled June. Me too, whispered Mimi. June looked at Mimi. Well, you are the fastest, she admitted. Mimi looked at June. And you're the strongest, she admitted. Hey, we'd make good partners, said June, and Mimi agreed. See, now they got something in common. Working together, Mimi and June were the fastest in the obstacle course. So there's all kind of events, climbing ladders and running through tires and climbing a rope, all kinds of fun things they were doing for their obstacle course. And then, because it felt right, they were the fastest together all the way back to their classrooms. Wow, they became friends because they pulled together, and that's what we need to do at this school. We need to pull together because we all come here. We spend more time here than you almost do at home. You spend about 8 hours at school, and when you go home in the evening, that's a couple hours you're awake, then you sleep at night, then you get up and do it again the next day. So most of your waking time is at school. And you're not always going to like everybody you meet, but you can find some things that you like about them. And I'm sure they'll find things they like about you. Being nice, being kind, it takes you a long way in life, not only in school, but in life, okay? All right, we only got a couple more minutes. I want to do a few more exercises with you today. And remember, these are exercises you don't just do while you're watching this video. You can do them during commercials, watching TV, during baseball innings, watching a baseball game, or timeouts in basketball. Have some friends over and see who can do the most push-ups or stretch the longest or the best. Doesn't always have to be a competition, but you want to be in competition with yourself and get better at everything you do. All right, so right now let's start off with some stretching. We're going to do the butterfly stretch, if you remember that. All right, butterfly stretch. We're going to get on the floor. Butterfly stretch. These are 3 or 4 of the main exercises we do in all our classes. I want you to learn how to be flexible and to be strong. Cardiovascular, your heart strong, upper body strength, lower body strength, flexibility. All these things we do fitness tests to measure, and each year I do it, we can compare by the time you get to 5th grade and see if you've improved. So that was the butterfly stretch. Try to pull your shoes close to your body, flap your wings. If you can lower your nose to your toes, that's how it goes. I make a rhyme every time. All right, that's the butterfly stretch. So you should feel a little bit of stretching sensation through your quads and your hamstrings. And I'll teach you all those muscles and bones as the year progresses too. But this big muscle in the front of your leg, that's your quads. The big muscle in the back is your hamstring. All right, if you remember from the other day, what's this stretch called? Anyone? Anyone? No one knows? Pike stretch. P-I-K-E, pike. Rhymes with bike. Rhymes with hike, like. All right? Straight out, don't bend your knees unless you necessarily have to, but probably don't bend them. If you can't grab your toes yet, grab your ankles. Just lean into it, go towards your legs. If you can't grab your ankles, grab your knees, but that's pretty easy. I think anyone can do that. Grab your toes, stretch it out, hold it, hold it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, the next stretch, remember we do, is called the V-sit or straddle. It looks like a big V is why we call it the V-stretch. All right, put 2 hands on one foot, lean into it. Lean down towards your knee, your body, your chest towards your knee. You should start feeling a stretch. Now remember, don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Just feel the stretch. All right, let's come over to the other side. If you do something with one side of your body, you need to do something the other, so it'll be developing equally. All right, we're stretching here, we're stretching here. All right, that's feeling good. Lean forward a little bit, feel that stretch. Feel that stretch. All right. All right, we're gonna do some crunches. Works on your core muscles. Now remember, to be safe doing crunches, you don't need to pull on your neck or pull your head up, because that can strain your neck. So what I like to do is put your fingers behind your ears and just rest them there. I want you to lay back, cross your ankles, cross your feet at your ankles, and you're going down and up, easy peasy. Up, touch your elbows to your knees and back. Up and back. Up, elbows to your knees and back. Up and back. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, remember windshield wipers? Windshield wipers like in your car. Let me move over a tiny bit.
All students that are in the building, please report to the front office, so make sure you have your mask on. All students that are in the building, please report to the front office, and make sure you have your mask on.
All right. If I move too close to the camera, I'll be out of the camera range while I'm not going all the way down that way. But for your purposes, if you can go almost all the way to the floor, don't slam to the floor like that and give up. That's releasing your muscles. Don't release them. So go as far as you can without touching the floor that way, as far as you can without touching the floor this way. All right, you can do some bicycles now. Ride your bicycle. You're still working on your core muscles right here. I'm definitely feeling it right here. All right, now sit up. All right. Now, if you haven't done your push-ups, haven't practiced your push-ups, or you don't remember them very much from the other day, there's only one kind of way to do a correct push-up, and that's when your whole body goes down at the same time. Your arms get at right angles, what you'll learn in math terms when you get in a higher grade, 3rd or 4th grade. But there is a beginner push-up. I've heard people say, oh, he's doing girl push-ups. There's no such thing, because I've got plenty of female students who could do more push-ups than a lot of guys in my classes. So no such thing as a girl push-up. But this is a beginner push-up. Arms underneath your shoulders. You can cross your feet at your ankles if you want. You're still going to get right angle arms. You're going down, I'm touching my chest to the floor, and back up. Down and up. Down and up. If you do it slow, you get more benefit out of it. And up. Down and up. All right? Now I'm going to do correct push-ups. When I fitness test you on your push-ups, I can't grade you on beginner push-ups, but those will get you stronger. You keep doing those for a while until you can move into regular push-ups. All right, these are regular push-ups. Again, arms underneath, your hands underneath your shoulders. Body is straight and down, touching the chest and up, and up, and up. And up, and up. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. All right, that feels good. All right, that's about all the time we have today. Remember, be nice, be kind. Brookdale Eagles soar. See the muscles on that boy? Yep. Soar, safety, opportunities, academics, and respect. Be nice, be kind. Can't wait to see you in person. I'm out.